Happy full moon in Pisces. This is such a beautiful energy, and so I hope you're feeling super flowy and beautiful and filled with the spirits that really desire deeply to be in your life and your experience. Before you start the meditation, if you don't already have a journal or something to write with, you may want to stop the recording and get a journal, your phone, computer, have those things handy close to you, because I have a feeling that you will probably have some things that you want to write down at the end. So go ahead, if you don't already have something to write with, and go grab something, stop the recording and grab something, and then come back and we will keep going. And if you already have something to write with, then we'll just keep going. So as you enter into this meditation, I invite you to find a comfortable position, either sitting, reclining, or lying down. This is a full moon in Pisces, but Virgo energy remains strong. So find a position that allows you to feel both relaxed and grounded, because that's really the energy of this particular lunation. There's a deep relaxation, but also a grounding. So you can feel free to prop up your head or your knees or your lower back. Just make yourself as comfortable as possible while still allowing yourself to feel firmly planted on the ground and into the ground. As you position yourself for the meditation, consider that this energy is as fluid and wild and deep and healing as the ocean, but it really exists right at the edge of the ocean where the water can flow over your body and heal you with all of that salt water. But you can't be pulled under. You're not in far enough to be pulled under by some sort of undertow. So as you position yourself, make sure that you position yourself as if you're sitting in a beach chair at the edge of the ocean where the water can reach you without actually ever hurting you. So you want to be in a position where you can also breathe really easily and where it feels good. And I know at this point, finding those kinds of positions might be a little bit more challenging than they have before. So take the time you need just to find that perfect position where you can breathe as easily as you possibly can and feel like you're super relaxed, but also very grounded. So finding that sort of balance. Once you're in a comfortable position, you can close your eyes and focus on your breath. So you want to take some really deep breaths in and out. And if you're feeling the need to release some energy, feel free to include some audible sighs all the way to the end, kind of like how a wave comes all the way up to the shore before receding again and crashing again. So just take some deep breaths with some audible sighs. And then take some deep breaths without the sighs. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and exhale. When you reach the top of your inhale, Allow your breath to finish its full journey by holding it for just a second and noticing that final rising of the energy within you. When you exhale, allow your breath to reach its full journey by holding it for a second and noticing the final release of the energy within you. Continue taking deep breaths in and out. And continue doing that on your own count, aligned with your own breath and the depth that your breath is able to take today. As you continue to breathe, notice the subtleties of your breath. Notice the subtleties of your body today. And notice the subtleties of your energy right now in this moment. Relax into the journey of your breath as it flows in and out. The energy of this moon is such a flowing energy, but you can't get lost from it or even in it, even if you're not sure where you're going. So allow yourself to both get lost in and remain grounded in your breath. And just continue taking those deep breaths and relaxing into them. As you continue breathing, begin to imagine yourself getting up from the place where you're currently sitting and opening the door in the room where you're currently located. When you open the door, imagine yourself walking out onto the beach. Feel the hot sand under your feet as you walk towards the ocean. The waves are not huge, but they're big enough to hold power. And you can hear them crashing against the shoreline. Continue breathing and walking towards the ocean. As you get closer to the ocean, you see 3 beach chairs, 2 large chairs and 1 small one, just against the shoreline. In one of the large chairs, you find Jason, your beloved. In the little chair, you find Ruby, also your beloved. The third chair is empty because the third chair is for you. Take a seat in your chair And as you sit, take some deep breaths and feel the waves come up over your knees. The water is cool enough to be refreshing, but not cold. It feels good to have the ocean water washing over your feet, your legs, and your knees. As you imagine the water coming up over your body, just allow yourself to relax into a normal breathing pattern. As you breathe in a rhythm that feels good to you, imagine yourself bending over to collect some water in the cup of your hand and throw it over your arms, throw it over your shoulders, and throw it onto your chest. As you cover more of your body with water, feel as your body feels more and more refreshed. And as you feel refreshed physically, you also notice that you're feeling more refreshed in your spirit and in your soul. Allow yourself to breathe normally and allow yourself to feel how it feels to feel refreshed, relaxed, and enlivened in your spirit and your soul. Continue tapping into the waves of the ocean and the waves of your body as you breathe in and out, and in and out. Allow the rhythm of your breath to match the rhythm of the waves coming in and out. As you continue to breathe in and out in a rhythm that feels comfortable and normal to you, you feel the rhythm of your body and your breath syncing with Ruby's body and Ruby's breath. And then you notice that the rhythm of your bodies and your breath syncs with Jason's body and Jason's breath until all of you are breathing in and out, coordinated with each other and coordinated with the ocean. And all of your energies are flowing together. As your bodies and breath sync and flow together, imagine yourself having a conversation with each other about your future. Have a conversation about what your future looks like, about your life together, about your dreams, about your work in the world individually and together, and about your destiny as a family. Imagine yourself discussing who you want to be part of your family. Discuss the values your family holds. Discuss what love means, how it looks, and how it feels for you. Discuss the boundaries that you as a family will set in order to keep that love in. Continue to breathe in and out with one another as you continue to have this important conversation. Continue to have this conversation as you notice how the waves break, inviting water to come up along the sand and gently flow back. This is the cycle of all relationships. This is the movement of love. It moves in and it moves out. It comes in circles, in cycles, in ciphers. It always returns to you and from you. Even when you need to go off on your own, even when you need time to yourself, and even when those you love need the same. How will you and your family negotiate your love and your destiny in the ways in which water negotiates sand? How will you negotiate the movements in and the movements out, together and as individuals? How will you both remain flowing and stay grounded with and for one another? Watch as the water follows the path of least resistance. Watch as the water changes the formations expressing themselves in sand. Take a moment away from your conversation and look out. All you can see is water forever. Imagine closing your eyes and all you can see is just love forever. Breathe in and breathe out. as you feel and breathe into how it would feel and how it does feel to love and be loved forever. Keep breathing in and out as the waves too move in and out. And as Ruby's breath too moves in and out. And as Jason's breath too moves in and out. Take a moment to ask Ruby to say whatever she has left to say about your future. Take a moment and ask Jason to say whatever he needs to say and wants to say about your future together. Take a moment to share with them whatever it is that you still have left to share about your future together. When all of you are finished speaking, take another moment to simply breathe together and look out at the ocean, the water, the abyss filled with love. And when you're ready, you can all slowly stand up together and walk away from the water onto the beach toward the hot sand and finally into the dunes. As you walk to the edge of the dunes hand in hand, notice a door. As you pass through the door, it will bring you back into the room into which you started. Allow yourself to take a few deeper breaths in and out, and to take as many of those as you need and as much time as you need to reacclimate yourself with the energy of the space and your body in this moment. When you're ready, you can wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. You can begin to move your arms and your legs. You can gently move your head from side to side in a way that feels comfortable to you. And finally, whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. But there's no rush. You don't have to hurry. Once you return fully to the room, I invite you to take some time to write down what your family discussed during your time at the beach. What does each person need? What is each person seeking? What is each person contributing? What are the guidelines that you agreed to? Who are you allowing into your life? How will you decide who you allow into your life? How will you negotiate your destiny as a family? And how will you negotiate your love? What do you need from other people in order to maintain your destiny as a family? What do you need from the world? And what do you need from the universe in order to make this reality possible? And I invite you to really give yourself the time and the space that you need, because this moon, particularly for you, could be a very vocal moon. So there could be a lot of messages coming through, not just about this meditation or the themes of this meditation, but just generally speaking. Like I put in your reading, I do think that there could be a lot of channeling opportunities, but I really invite you to set some good boundaries and allow that channeling to be specifically for you and your family. So when you're finished, you can keep your writing and whatever reflections you had to yourself, or you may also decide that this is something that you want to discuss with Jason, whether that's now or in a little bit of time from now. Sometimes it's nice to sort of incubate some of those reflections and those thoughts, particularly if you had a strong conversation with Ruby. But obviously it's totally up to you. And I hope that this will help facilitate some deeper and more intimate conversations, because intimacy is never ending. But I also as always, want to make sure that you know that I'm always here to listen to whatever arises. And I am incredibly grateful to have the privilege of supporting you and walking next to you along your journey. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love and wishing many blessings upon many blessings for you under the influence of this beautiful full moon. Have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you soon.